Hello friends, welcome to the complete Zero to Hero course in software world, and we are on the week 2 currently, that is learning of basics of JavaScript. And now we are going to learn get to know what actually is the variables and the data types in depth from scratch, and how to declare those variables and what are primitive data types in JavaScript, and all these basic things we'll try to understand. And today we are also going to do the coding as well, so it will be really fun. So just pay attention and focus on the class, and without any delay, let's get started. So this is the diagram that I want to show you. This is nothing but here using this I'm going to explain what actually is the variable and the data type using the real life example. We all have the kitchen in our house, so our mother will be storing the containers, having the containers labeled with the names like salt, sugar and all those, and boxes in the containers with the label salt goes the salt inside it, and the container with the name sugar goes the sugar inside that box. In the same way, if we can consider this box as a variable, then this label is also this label is known as a data type. So if I want to show you as a quick example, I will start the coding actually. Where I'm declaring this is known as a variable declaration. I will explain what actually I'm doing. Now here what I did is variable declaration. I've created one variable with a keyword var name box equals to Prithvi. So let's consider this box as a name box. So this box is named as name box now, and currently it has value Prithvi in it. So I just want to add a text as Prithvi here. Now this box has a value Prithvi. Now what if I change like this? Now this Prithvi will go out, and the other variable and the other value, that is current, will be entering this box. That is how simple it is. We have the variable. Like complete takeout from this example is that the variable is nothing but a container which holds some value, and data type is nothing but it is a label upon that box which lets us store what kind of data we want to store in that box. It is that simple. That's it. So what I did here in the code, that I have did it in the visually here. You can see that there is a box, name box. I have stored first Prithvi in it. After that, I have removed the Prithvi and I have stored the current in this box. Now if I print this console box, sorry, name box, in JavaScript we will print using the method known as console.log name box. Now if I do the console.log the name box, the variable container name, then what the value in the container is currently present, it will be outputted. Now here the output will be our current, because first we have initialized. This is known as a variable declaration and initialization, both at a time, and this is known as an reassignment. Means there is already a variable with the name box, and I have just changed the value in that name box to current. So this is known as a reassignment. This is known as a variable declaration and initialization. So if I run it, you will get the output as current. So this is the output. This is how we'll create the variables. Now let's understand what are the different ways of declaring the variables. There are of three types, that is var, let and const. Using these three keywords we can declare a variable. So we'll try to understand, before learning this about this let and const, we'll understand what actually is ECMAScript. ECMAScript. Let's take it down. We'll just comment this one. See, I just want to confirm you that one thing. Comments are also really important in any programming language. This commented code won't be run by the compiler. It will be just skipped by it. And if I okay, let's take this ECMAScript to the top. ECMAScript is nothing but European Computer Association, sorry, Computer Manufacturers Association script. This is the full form of ECMAScript. Basically, what is ECMAScript in the sense? They are the association of computer manufacturers in the Europe. So they design one standardization for developing the programming languages, so that programming languages will be compatible with the computers they are manufacturing. So they design one standard format for designing these programming languages. So JavaScript is also one of the programming language which follows this ECMAScript accurately. Nothing but like JavaScript follows all the standards designed by ECMAScript. This is the main point, and the other one is this let and const was introduced in the year 2015. I just want to tell you one thing. Why this let and const was introduced in the year 2015 by ECMAScript is that uh, there is a very few, like not a few, like it's an drawback I can say using the var keyword. If you declare a variable, let's say var age equals to, let's say I'm storing one number in this, let's say 20, and if I again redeclare it, if I console it, like I print it, actually this should throw an error for me. I will comment this out. This thing should throw me an error, but it won't throw an error in the JavaScript. It will just print the what the value is 100. This is the main drawback of creating the variables using the var. We can redeclare it many times. How many times you want, we can redeclare the same variable. But this will be a really drawback. So that is the reason why they have introduced the let and the const declarations. So using the let keyword, if I want to declare same age using the let keyword, let's say I'm declaring age 20, and if I want to again redeclare that variable already created age with say 21, I will get an error saying identifier age has already been declared. Means it is let as already using this variable is already been used already, so we cannot use that age again. That is what it is telling, but it is completely okay to use in this way. If I run this, the output now will be 21, because we are not again creating that variable, we are just using what the variable is already present. So this is how it is, like using the let we can create the variables and assign it at any time of any point of the time in our code. Now what is the use of const? Now we'll see what is the use of const actually. Let's say I'm declaring age as 20, const age as 20, and if I want to reassign the, let's say, value to 21, now I will get an error saying assignment to constant variable is a type error. Type error in the sense, what is it means? This is a constant variable. Constant variables are basically nothing but these are this need to be declared, like initialized while the declaration itself. See, I will just give a good example. Let profession, and if I do profession is equal to developer, this thing is known as an, let's comment this out, this is known as an first of all declaration, variable declaration. This is known as an variable initialization, and this is known as variable declaration. So in the const actually we cannot do variable declaration and variable initialization like this separately, how I'm doing in the let scenario. In the const we should declare and initialize the variable at the time of creation only. Now I'm creating, let's say this is the old code, I'm commenting it. Let's say I'm creating a variable with a const keyword. So profession, I need to give the profession at the time of declaration only. Sorry, age is not different. Profession. Now I'll get the developer, but I cannot do in this way. This is completely wrong, because see, missing initializer in const declaration. We cannot declare the constant variables like this. So once we have assigned some value to the constant variable, we cannot change that. That is the main intention of using the constant variables. There will be many scenarios where we need to use the constant variables in the code. So use of constant variables is really important, and let is also really important. And I think use of where is mostly we need to avoid it. Let and const will make our life easier. So we need to make use of let and const properly. So this is what actually the variable declaration, variable initialization, variable assignment using the different keywords like var, let, and const. We have gone through all these things. Since the video is getting too long, let's wrap up the video till here, and we'll continue the data types part on the Thursday. This part on the Thursday, and we'll wrap up this complete section on Thursday. And by this weekend, we'll complete the operators and the expression complete this week. We'll try to wrap up all these things. Okay. Now, what are the key takeaway points from this video? Is that we have learned regarding the variable declaration, initialization. The other one is difference between var, let, and const declarations. The other one is ECMAScript. What is ECMAScript? Why we JavaScript follows the ECMAScript standards, and the differences between these declarations, and how we declare the variable, and what is initialization, and all these things we have talk regarding all these things. So these are the three takeaway points from this video. So I want to give a final exercise to this video so that you can absorb the things very well manner in a very well manner. So the exercise I just want to give is that it's a simple. Just create a three variables in such a way that let's say the variables are name, age, and gender. Create these three variables, and you should be able to assign the name and age multiple times, the value to these two variables, but you shouldn't be able to assign any other value to the gender. If once you give the gender the value, it should be fixed. You should not be able to change that value later in the code. So that is how the simple is. You just create these three variables and console, like print those variables to the console. That's it. Create three variables, that is name, age, and gender, in such a way that you, you should be able to reassign the values to the name and age multiple times, but shouldn't be able to do it for should not be able to do it for gender. Means gender should be unassignable after declaration. So understand from the video correctly what I want to convey, and create these three variables and print these things to the console. That's it. And once you're done with this, just comment down your result. That's it. Thank you.